Every canoe trip has the opportunity to be great, but not every trip can have it all. Whether it's the fishing, oh my god, the waterfalls, or some rugged portage, every corner can lead you to a hidden treasure. The harder it is to get there, the more beauty you will find, inching yourself through the wilderness, hoping to find nature's rewards. Nothing is promised, everything is earned. This is Temagami. Well, everyone, welcome back. It is officially the first big trip of the year. I am on Lake Temagami right now for the first time. I've always wanted to come up here, especially for the fishing. The lake trout fishing is supposed to be amazing here. I'm sure there's lots of big fish of all species that are here. But we won't, unfortunately, be doing a lot of fishing on this lake on this trip. We are just using it as a passageway at the moment. I'll explain my route in a little bit, but we have some bad weather in the forecast, so I have to get moving. There's a lot of wind, and I would like to get off the big water as quickly as possible. Yeah, other than that, we're going to take our time, enjoy the beautiful weather. It is later in May because of our long winter, so the weather is warmer, but I think we might be fortunate enough to still miss the bugs due to the late winter. So anyways, off to the first portage of the year. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Well, in typical spring fashion, it is already raining on me pretty good here. But so far it's been pretty eventful. I haven't paddled too far. I actually met two people at the launch. They are fishing on Lake Temagami for the next 5 days. So nice to meet you guys. Good luck. Hopefully you get some big fish on your trip. And I actually already hooked into 2 fish. No! What the hell was that? Lost them both, of course. I found out the hard way that my drag was set way too loose, which makes sense. I was on a trip last weekend and lost a few fish on that same reel. And yeah, the one felt really nice. So yeah, a little bit of a bummer, but it looks like it's gonna be a great trip on the fishing end of things. And yeah, I'm at the first portage, so I'm gonna get this over with and keep moving forward. That's so cool. has to have a nest here. I would assume that's a grouse, some sort of grouse. Very cool. It isn't the exact same spot I seen it last time, so there must be a nest there. Before it was like peacocking me. Feathers were all flared out. Probably because the canoe doesn't recognize me as a human at the moment. Oh God. All right, the first portage is in the books. It worked me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little sore from that one. It was a good one to start it off. I think it was close to 800 meters, just under a kilometer, and it was very slippery, very rocky. Not too many portages on this trip, a lot of short ones, but nothing too serious. It's one of the bigger ones, honestly. First fish of the trip. What do we got? Oh, it's a smallmouth, I think. Oh God. It is. Oh, beautiful little smallmouth, out of season, of course. Oh, I'm tangled here. Let's get it back. This is how we do. Just show me some love. I wanna catch a brook trout. And that's what I'll do. Well, I just finished the second portage there. Ended up bumping into a couple of guys there. I honestly didn't even hear them. All of a sudden there was a guy behind me. They're doing, I don't think they're doing the same loop as me, but they're heading a similar direction today, so I might bump back into them. And then in that last little bay I had exited, there was a pile of fish. You could see them on the edges. They're obviously spawning, but I couldn't figure out what they were. And I seen one below my canoe, and I thought it was a carp, but after talking to those guys, I'm under the impression now that they are suckers. I thought they were carp just because of the size of them, but I guess these may be just very big suckers. And there was a boatload. I got footage of them doing the dance under the water. It was pretty cool to see just how many there were, all congested in one little area. But yeah, the weather is good. The black flies are here. They don't seem to be biting, but they are swarming. They are piled on that friggin' camera right now. Actually, the microphone has become a nest. Yeah, something to look forward to. Hopefully they just don't bite. Got a bug net, some spray. Suck it up. Oh my God. this is big. This is big. There you go, top of that. Okay. Getting a dog here. Okay. Okay, we got it. Holy. Well, I got another fish. Unfortunately, another bass, but what a tank. Oh, probably getting ready for the spawn. I'm fishing shallower areas. I'm trying to find brook trout, but beautiful fish has to get back in the water. That was still sweet. It fought so hard. So hard. Oh my God. Smallmouth. Oh, they're one of those fish. I don't typically fish for bass, not gonna lie. But when you hook into a smallie, they fight hard. Like, pound for pound, one of the hardest fighting species, I would think, in freshwater. Just, they try to pull that rod and you under the water. They just don't have the weight. Wind is getting crazy.
Wild boys. Just fell over. Well, I definitely did not foresee me jumping in the water at any point on this trip, but honestly that felt pretty good. It's got to be like 26 degrees out right now. The water is definitely not that warm though. It's pretty dang cold, but it felt good. Yeah, after I caught that smallmouth, I paddled down the lake there, was trolling and ended up hooking into 3 fish. I didn't catch 3 fish, but I hooked into 3 fish, so it's good to know that fish are biting. Yeah, then I got to these rapids and those guys were trying to pull up that boat. I came around to try to give them a hand, but there was like 7 guys. I really couldn't even jump in to help. But the one guy almost went under the boat and down the rapids, but thankfully he held on to her. So yeah, hopefully those boys catch some fish this weekend because they're definitely working for it. Yeah, I need to get my camp set up, get some water going and stuff like that, and get myself rehydrated and fueled up for tomorrow. Well guys, good morning. It is now day 2 and I passed out last night. I went to lay down, have a nap. I had a nap. I did get back up, I made my dinner, but I was done with the day. I was so tired. It's now like 5:30 in the morning, but I went to sleep at like 8:30, so I'm feeling a little bit more rejuvenated. Coffee is gonna bring me back to life, that's for sure. But yeah, we're gonna get a coffee, get some breakfast into me, and then we're just gonna get moving. It is supposed to rain like 15 to 20 mils today, as of the forecast I seen before I left. So that is what I have to mentally expect. If it doesn't come, that would be beautiful, but I have to be mentally prepared to get wet today. So anyways, let's get ready for the day. I had actually seen these pictographs yesterday, but the winds were so high. I was trolling this edge of the lake and I couldn't stop to put the camera out and actually capture them, but it's super calm this morning, so I'm gonna make another pass trolling, but I thought I'd stop and see these things. It's pretty cool that they've been here all these years. So many people have seen them at this point. It's crazy to think how many different people have been here, traveled through here. It's crazy. Makes me think just how short our time is here. This is all still here years and years later, but I'm only gonna get to capture it in this moment, you know? Beautiful out. Absolutely beautiful. I am stoked to be out here. Let's see if we can catch a fish. But I'm changing my lure because I have no faith in the jerkbait. We're hooked up. Doesn't feel very big, but a fish is a fish. Oh, it's exciting. Oh, now it knows it's here. Oh, never mind. It might be bigger than I thought. It definitely might be bigger than I thought. Oh, God. Feeling very lake trouty. Feeling very, very lake trouty. Which is exactly what I want to catch. Yeah. Yes. Oh, that's sweet. That is sweet. And this is a nice laker. This is sweet. It would be a good eater, and I'm thinking about doing a little shore lunch. Yeah, amazing. As much as I'd love to have a shore lunch, I don't think I want to do it. I want to see this guy swim free, so let's see if we can get him. And he's gone. Bit too much meat for me to just have a quick shore lunch. And I also don't want to get out all my gear in the middle of the day, so he swims free. But first lake trout of the trip. Oh, that's sweet. That is sweet. I switched from that jerkbait back to my favorite trolling lure. It's the Cyclops. This time the gold. Usually I have a silver one. And it did the trick. We didn't even make it back to the Pictographs, and we caught a laker, baby. Love this. No. Okay. What is happening here? We got another fish. I'm just trying to make sure it stays hooked up here. Things got chaotic there. Oh, wow. That's getting nutty. Oh my God. I think it's another laker here. It is freaking out. Oh shit. Oh my God. Such a powerful fish. Absolutely smoked this. Okay. What a morning. Oh my God. I had another bite before this, so I turned back around, came back through. Almost in the same spot. I'm like maybe 30 yards past where it hit before. Well, an even bigger lake trout. That is so cool. They're such a strong fish. I thought I was gonna lose him a couple times, got him all the way in, and then he really started to fight, but he was hooked really good. Very exciting to catch. Just what a way to get this trip really started. Couple beauty lake trout. Let's get it back. He gone. This net is horrible for this. They get so tangled up, but like it's a very packable net. I love it. It's amazing. What a trip. Yesterday I lost a couple of fish, and they probably were lakers, honestly. I was trolling a much smaller spoon, looking for brookies. Did not find any brookies. But today we have found the lakers. Yeah, as a fisherman, it is pretty hard for me to continue on my path, as I love fishing, as you all know, but lake trout have been top of the food chain for me as the last like
4 or 5 months. I've just been chasing them. I've been chasing them for like a year, but I've been successful with them for the last like 5 months. And yeah, I'll be back through this lake, but there's a lot more to look forward to on this trip, so. I get so happy, it's ridiculous. Like, how can you get so happy from something? So happy. This does not look good. Oh God. Oh no. There's a tree there. Oh shit, there's shit, that's shit. Oh God. That sucked. Oh. I'm a little wet. Bye. What in here? Because you're stuck here. Missed it. Oh. Oh, that was a good one. That was in my foot, or in my boot. That was a goodie. Oh. Yeah, I might as well pull it out, guys. Okay. Alright, so before I just go on with my day, I've just made it through a series of portages and small little ponds or lakes behind me. That last portage was a grind. It says on the map that it's in poor condition. It wasn't joking. I'm sure it'd be a little bit better in the summertime, but I don't know if it would be because you wouldn't have been able to drag the canoe like I did in the end there, but I'm a little bit wet. That's okay. And then I just came into this bay and immediately caught a fish. What did we get? Oh. Nice. Oh, not nice. Oh, saved it. No way. No way. Oh, that was sweet. I don't know how I pulled that off. Came into this little bay, looked pikey to me. Within 10 casts, probably 5 honestly. Got a pike. That's rain. Damn.
Well guys, it has been many hours. I put the camera away a long time ago because it started raining. And I made my way to my campsite for the night, which is right by a waterfall. You can probably hear it in the background. Hopefully you can hear me. And I started fishing. And I couldn't stop catching fish. Cast after cast, I continued to catch pike. I stopped turning the camera on because I was catching so many of them. I started casting from shore when I came to check out this campsite, and again, every cast. And suddenly, I hooked into an absolute giant.
That's a big pike. That is a really big pike. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's a really big bite here. I don't even know what I'm gonna do here. God damn. Oh my God. How's it going? Oh. Damn, we're gonna have to try and net him. There's no way. There is no way. You fucker. Wow. My net's not big enough for this one. Said my net wasn't big enough. You go. You go.
Unfortunately, I didn't get a hero shot. I was trying to set up the GoPro so I could show you guys the fish, but that might have been the biggest pike I've ever caught in my life. It's so crazy. I think there's an opportunity I might just do it again here tonight. And then, yeah, unfortunately I foul hooked a pike, so I'm just about to cook that up now. But after that, I continued to catch pike, and I hooked into another one. And I had it up to the side of the boat, turned the camera back off because I thought it was another small pike. Just as I'm about to shake it off, suddenly I realize this is like a 3-pound brook trout. Look at this, guys. Big brook trout. It has been bitten by a pike. As you can tell, the water here is full of pike. I've been catching them non-stop. Was not expecting this. I'm gonna put it back because I already have a pike to eat, but very cool. And I kind of panicked, turned the camera back on, pull it into the boat. Due to the fact that I already had the pike, I ended up putting it back in. It had already been attacked by a pike, as I showed there. Honestly, I probably should have kept it just because it wasn't even doing that well from that injury, but I just felt bad about the pike I had just caught, and I hooked it bad. It swallowed the hook really bad and I couldn't get it out. Obviously, I don't have the typical tools I have on my bass boat, so I feel bad about it. Yeah, this has been an absolute incredible afternoon. Like, what a day. 2 lake trout, probably 30 plus pike, and now a brook trout to add to the list. Like, if I catch a walleye, I've caught all the species that I kind of intended on catching on this trip. So yeah, this is an amazing day, to say the least. But yes, as I said, I'm just starting to cook my dinner up in boiling water right now. Then gonna cook up some pike, and then hopefully, after I get my tent set up, we'll be back on the water and land another fish before the night is over. Well, guys, that will be my day. I did get back out on the water, as you've seen, and ended up catching like 5 or 6 more, which felt slow in comparison to earlier. I couldn't stop catching them earlier. What a day. What an afternoon. To catch those lake trout in the morning, that was it. That made my day. And then I've been looking at the map, and after I caught that pike, I was like, man, I need to get to that waterfall and fish. And something was calling me here to get here as soon as possible. I wanted the site that was by the waterfall so I could fish and camp in the same area.
And did it ever pay off? As I said earlier, I could not stop catching these pike. I had to catch around about 50 fish today, and then to sit here and cast from shore from my campsite and end up catching, I think it was about a 38-inch pike. I'm not too sure. It was probably the biggest pike I've ever caught, and it was from shore, from a campsite. Like, it's so crazy that that's how great this fishery is at this moment. And then the brook trout right across the river here. I can't believe that either, honestly. I wish that was my intent, was to catch brook trout, because I would have handled that fish much differently going into it. I was really about to shake off this friggin' fish at the side of the boat when I realized it was a beautiful brook trout. And honestly, I don't know how else you could cap off a day much better than that. Sitting here beside this crazy waterfall. It is absolutely pounding right now, which kind of makes me nervous for moving up this river system, but also very excited to see just the caliber of these waterfalls. This is waterfall number 1 of at least 6, I believe. So yeah, tomorrow is going to be a very big day, but I am so excited for it. I've been looking forward to this moment. I've been hoping to do this trip one day, and literally on Tuesday I booked it. Now we're here, it's Saturday, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. This is absolutely perfect. But anyways, guys, that was a very big day. I need to get to bed, so I'll see you guys in the morning.